Hey there guys, and welcome back to another episode of Alan's Collections Review. Today we have this awesome 4-pack, the Premonition of a Premutation from the NECA Toon line. And I was so excited with this 4-pack that I did a reaction video, and I really was nervous that I wouldn't get this 4-pack, that I made a purchase video. But now I will do the review, the long-awaited review. And I want to dive really deeply into all of the characters. So I will start by reviewing Bebop and Rocksteady. So let's begin. NECA Premonition of a Premutation 4-pack Part 1. Let's begin. So here we have the Premonition of a Premutation 4-pack, and we have some interesting illustrations here. Of course, with the 4 characters that this awesome set brings. This is a San Diego Comic-Con set. I did a reaction video for this set, and then I did a purchase video, and now I'm going to do the review in 2 parts in order to review this in detail. On the back of the box, of course, we have other illustrations, what appears to be cameras. Camera 1, Hamato Yoshi. Camera 2, Baxter, Stockman. And camera 3, Bebop and Rocksteady. And on the right side we have all the characters in different poses, like this picture where Bebop and Rocksteady are having a pizza. Baxter Stockman has trapped the turtles, and Hamato Yoshi is in his martial arts stand. Really cool. This is a flat box, and here we have the first view of the 4 characters. And you can appreciate quite a lot of accessories. And if you watch the lower part of the flat box, we have a roadkill Roni here, all destroyed. Illustrations and sketches of a model. It appears to be a machine. A chain of a hair. On the back we can see what appears to be the Technodrome, the main headquarters of the evil Shredder, Krang, and all of their minions, and these 2 being the main minions of Shredder and Krang, of course. So without further ado, let's review the blister box next. So here we have the blister box. As you can see, you can pose it with your blister box really neatly, and you can really appreciate without any illustrations, without the box, the main box. You can just have them like that displayed, and they will look really cool. And all of the accessories are really cool. As you can see on the back, we have all the different hands for every figure. Each figure brings a 4 different set of hands apart from the one that they already have on. But because this is a 2-part video, we will be now reviewing Bebop and Rocksteady and their accessories, of course. So firstly we have here Bebop, human Bebop we're talking about. And generally speaking, he's looking really cool. A gang member, a punk look, true to the era of the 1980s TMNT cartoon. Speaking about the head sculpt, I really like that massive purple mohawk that he brings, as you can see here. Really cool. I really like as well the 3D glasses are really cool. And as you can see, the face, he has a kind of relaxed face, as whatever he's going to accomplish he's not scared at all, and that's what makes this figure really cool. Obviously, this is a red jacket, a sleeveless jacket with zipper bags here, and it has a Dracula collar. And this is soft plastic because it's although sculpted, but it's a soft plastic, pliable plastic. Really looking cool, as you can see. And on the back, the torso, we have cell shading here. We have a bright red color and kind of a darker red, or almost like orange. We have some lines here, really painted lines there, really cool. And you can see that the jacket has been cut. It's not an original sleeveless jacket. You can see that Bebop cut it there with a knife to make it look even cooler. Of course, his aim is always to look really cool, punk like cool. You can move the head towards the right, you can move the left, you can move down quite a lot. Of course, you cannot move up because of the Dracula collar in the jacket, but other than that, it really looks really neat. And obviously you cannot move it much because it's quite tight, so you cannot move the torso much. However, you can move it all the way. Oh yes, you can move it actually. You can move the torso. You can rotate the torso really neatly. Full rotation, as you could see, as you saw just now. You can actually rotate it with a little bit of difficulty. It stops here because of the Dracula collar, but otherwise you can rotate it backwards and frontwards, as you can see here. The articulation here, you can bend it up a bit, not fully because of the retracted sleeve here, and you can bend it 45 degrees to here. The swivel in the hand, you can swivel it upwards, but it's obviously because of the painting, because of the structure of the figure, you cannot really move it that much up or down, just a little bit. Obviously with this part you cannot move it that much up, but you can do a full rotation here, full rotation, as you can see, which is really cool. The same with the other leg. You cannot move it all the way up, you cannot move it all the way back, but you have some articulation, double jointed articulation there, and it's quite stiff. Obviously it's a new figure, so it's going to be really stiff. You might want to put him in hot water, some collectors would advise. Personally, I do not like pouring my figures into hot water that much. I think something bad could happen to them, so I don't try that. So now that we have reviewed this awesome figure, we're gonna move on right now to review what he brings, his accessories, of course. So here we have the accessories for Bebop. Quite a few accessories, starting with his crowbar. As you remember, he was using a crowbar to hit a car in that first episode, Turtle in Tracks, from the 1980s TMNT cartoon. And also we have a spray can here that for Bebop. Obviously I've chosen this can for Bebop because it goes really well with his mohawk, massive purple mohawk, and 3D like glasses. Of course you can use this can for Rocksteady or for Bebop as you please, but I have chosen to use it for Bebop. And we have the club weapon, the main weapon of human Bebop. And then we have a classic weapon of the 1980s, a chain, as it's very, very classic weapon and very true to a punk dude like Bebop. Then we have 4 different hands, interchangeable hands, a couple of relaxed hands here. We have another relaxed hand and a closed hand in order to grab the club or grab the crowbar or the chain or the not so much the spray can because it's too wide, but mostly for the weapons is this hand, as you can see. So those are the accessories. Let's look at the figure using those marvelous accessories. So here's Bebop human Bebop using the crowbar. The problem with the crowbar is that because of the structure of the crowbar, you cannot really fully pose it properly with the figure, as it is not that wide. It's too tight here. So, and these 2 fingers are too close to each other, so there's no way you can really insert this crowbar. You just can very subtly, in a subtle way, you can place it like that. Unfortunately, with the other hands, obviously they are too wide in order to pose your figure with the crowbar. As you can see, they are too wide or too tight. NECA. And the same happens with the glove, actually. Now that I think about it, now that I tried to place it, this hand, which is the only hand for grabbing things, it doesn't really grab the glove. So I guess in order to relax this, you would have to put it in hot water, which I don't really like. But anyways, I cannot put it here. I guess if you use this in a certain way, or this other in a certain way, you will be able to sort of use your club. But anyhow, the chain, however, you can pose it really, really nicely. As you can see here, you can use both hands with the chain or one hand to pose Bebop with a chain, and there's no problem there, as we had with the crowbar and the glove. And here you have Bebop with the spray can. You can grab it really simple like that. Don't want to completely insert it to the hand because you can ruin the finger or scratch the finger or break the finger, so we don't want to do that. But you can really pose him with this can spray like that. You pose it to the wall, spraying. So here we have Rocksteady, guys, in his human form, and the first impression is that he's looking really great. I like the colors as well. His look is more military, as you can see with the pants. Really cool, exactly as we saw him in the 1987 TMNT Toon series. And you can see how robust he is. The painting applications, you can see they're all well done. We have short yellow hair, which we can see the painting applications in the forehead to clearly display the shadows. And with this, obviously with this black lines there, and the black lines painted over the top in the hair, looking really cool. Talking about the face, it does look like hot-tempered, hostile, threatening, and I like how they have painted the eyes, the mouth, a little bit of open mouth. Unlike Bebop, this you can see some of its teeth. You can see the well done sculpting there of the back of the head, with all of the wrinkles and details here on the back. You can see that there's some similarity in the material of the jacket, which is also soft plastic like Bebop's. Also, it's a sleeveless jacket, light brown color jacket. Really looks really cool. With 4 bags, 2 small ones and 2 big ones. The yellow shirt inside with some dark lines, black lines. You can see on the back there is cell shading here and some wrinkles there, like a jacket always looks wrinkled, and some black lines painted there really nicely. We have the wristbands, the sculpted wristbands, really looking nice. Dark brown wristbands in both of the arms. So talking a little bit about the head sculpt. Unlike Bebop, you can turn it more to the right. You can actually full rotation. It has a full rotation, 360 degrees. The face goes up all the way, not all the way obviously until here. Face goes down, stops there. Let's see if there's not much movement, so you can basically, there's no movement at all, just like this, no movement. Unlike Bebop, that you could actually move the torso. This one you cannot really move the torso. You have more mobility here, full rotation. The jacket doesn't stop the arm from rotating in none of the arms, in any of the arms. So you have a nice rotation there, some articulation there. Obviously the hands, you cannot really move them, only sideways, like not even sideways. No, it's impossible to move it. And not even that, they are too stiff. You basically cannot move the arms. There's no swivel in the wrists. Not much articulation there. You can move it to the actually some articulation there, I would say. I would correct myself. You can move your leg upwards, but not all the way up. You have a double joint here, but it's quite stiff, so you cannot really move. As you can see, you cannot really move it so much. I don't want to force it because it's the only copy I have of this figure, so I just want to point out that it's not that articulated. However, the feet in the boots, the feet, you can move a bit, but it's not that articulated because obviously it's a chubby figure. And that's it. This is Rocksteady without any accessories, just by himself, all neat and clean. So here we have the accessories for Rocksteady, guys. We have quite a few accessories, and let's start with the boombox. A really neat, cool looking boombox here, resembling of course the 1980s sound system. And here we have white and dark colors, some green and or bluish color here, red buttons there, the black white area to put the audio tape, and here are the buttons. Moving on, we have the weapon of Rocksteady, which is a really it is similar to a wooden bat. Obviously this is plastic, but it resembles a wooden bat. So this is the weapon of Rocksteady. It's really nice, brown colored with some black lines there. Very nice, very nice. And then we have the spray, as Bebop also brings a spray can. This one is light blue with green, and as I said, you can display your can with any of those two figures. I will choose to display it with Rocksteady, this colored can, spray can. And of course we have the 4 interchangeable hands here. 2 relaxed, open, interchangeable hands there, and 2 for grabbing the bat, for grabbing the boombox. Let's see if we have more luck, if we have more luck with these hands and we are actually able to display or insert rather the weapon and the boombox in those hands. Unlike Bebop, as you saw, which the hands were too tight. So here are the accessories of good old Rocksteady. Guys, let's see now Rocksteady using those accessories. I am so happy that I actually was able to place the accessory with this Rocksteady. We can actually use the hand and place the bat in the hand very precisely without any problems. I am really happy that at least this guy is able to smash with this bat. Looks really cool, huh? With menacing, more menacing now that he has a weapon. Who dare stand in his way? Here we are, the first accessory, which is the bat. Really looking cool there. Hey guy, look at the camera please, thank you. So there we have him, looking absolutely hot-tempered, threatening, menacing, the good old Rocksteady. Here's Rocksteady with the boombox, holding the boombox. It seems that these hands are absolutely proper for this figure. They fit well with this figure. You can display your Rocksteady carrying, in this case, the boombox. If you want to have him looking cool and menacing at the same time, looking relaxed and menacing at the same time, you can have the boombox while he kicks your butt. So here we have him with basically all of his accessories. Obviously except the other interchangeable hands, but here we have wearing all of this accessories. So he's here, he's kicking ass, he's listening to music, and he can still leave some graffiti in the walls or in a bridge or in the sewer or anything. Absolutely marvelous. So here are Bebop and Rocksteady in their human form. They used to belong to a street gang that was employed, of course, by the evil Shredder. And that gang was made up of, obviously, Bebop and Rocksteady, Scrag, which NECA has released as part of a loot crate. So I won't be able to get that figure. And I'm very, very sad because I would have 3 members of the original street gang of the TMNT 1987. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Remember, this has been part 1 of the Premonition of a Premutation 4-pack. Bebop and Rocksteady. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, give a like or comment. And until next, I'll see you then in Alan's collection.